Okay, welcome back. So we finished the binary search tree intro. So now our goal is to get set to where we can work on the lab assignment. So just a couple more practices before jumping right into the code. Just to see the shell code. So in this binary search tree lab, building the tree is one of the methods you will write, and you'll call insert, which is a recursive algorithm, to find and insert new nodes, or find the spot for new nodes and insert them. The display method you can copy from TreeLab, and then for the find method you can write iterative or recursive. Min finds the minimum element in the tree, that will be iterative, and then finding the max you're going to use recursion, and then small to large will be that in order traversal to display the tree values in sorted order. Okay, so that first one, that build and insert node, so using the worksheet here, we're going to look at 3 examples for, depending on how the data comes in, what our tree looks like when it gets built. And so this first example, we have the letters American in that order. And so the first value, string value, taken first letter, is going to be that root node. When we go to insert the next value, it's the M, and so we start at the root and we go to the right of A because M is greater than A in terms of alphabetically, and when we go to the right of A we have a null spot, and so we go ahead and we put M in there. For the E, similarly, I start at the root. E is greater than A, so I go to the right. E is less than M, I go to the left, and there is a null spot, so we put the E right there. For the R is greater than A, so I go to the right. R is greater than M, I go to the right. I have a null spot, so I insert R right in that spot. For the I, greater than A, less than M, greater than E, so the right child of E is given that value of I. For the C, greater than A, less than M, less than E, and that's where my first null spot is, and so I put that C in there. For the A, oops, I jumped ahead there. For the A, this is a design choice, but for us, if the new value of the node I'm inserting is less than or equal to the node I'm looking at, I will go to the left, because we always need to find a null spot to insert that new element, so we can have duplicates in a binary search tree. So because the A is less than or equal to A, we're going to go to the left, we find a null spot, and we put A in there. And then for the N, it is greater than A, greater than M, but less than R, so I'll go to the left, and that's my first null spot. So in the end, I have this tree formed by these letters. You should pause the video and go ahead and try to do these 2 on your own. I will tell you or warn you that this one is quite an unbalanced tree. It's not a balanced tree. This one gets a little more balanced, but pause the video. I will race through this one quickly. So pause the video and try it on paper by yourself, just to get a feel for the process of adding the new nodes. All right, I'm going to assume you paused. I'm going to assume you did it yourself. So here's that A. I go to insert the next A, and just like before, it goes to the left because it is equal to the root node. C is greater than A, so I go to the right. I find a null spot. E is greater than A, greater than C, so it goes to the right as well. The I is going to go to the right of E. M is greater than A and C and E and I, so it's going to go to the right. N is greater than them all, so it's going to end up going all the way to the right. And then R as well. So hopefully this is the tree you ended up with. If you made a mistake on this one, a little mistake, then go ahead and do that last one again. Double check your work on this last one before you play the video and see the answer. And you can see this is not a balanced tree. So this is not going to give me quite that log n. If I'm searching or doing an activity, this is going to give me, or inserting and deleting, this is going to give me that more big O of n. All right, so pause it. Go do the last one. Okay, so that last one, the M is now the root. So the first thing that I pull in is the root. And then I hit the A and it is less than M. So I go to the left, find a null spot and insert it. E is going to be less than M but greater than A. So then I'll go to the right of A and find that null spot. N is greater than M, so I'm going to go to the right of M. I is less than M, greater than A, greater than E, so it's going to go to be the right child of E. R, greater than M, greater than N, so it'll go to the right. A is less than M, less than A, so it's going to be the left child of A there. And then C, less than M, but greater than A, and then less than E, so I find that spot. So this is an almost balanced tree, not quite. This, we could have had another child here, but more balanced. And what you'll notice is this is pretty random data, not sorted. Note that in the last example, whether you noticed it or not, that the data was in sorted order here. So having the data pre-sorted doesn't necessarily make, or does not make for a binary tree, a good binary search tree, a balanced one. So actually random unordered data can often make a better balanced tree. In the best case, setting up the tree is going to be an n log n process. Log n, we still need to find where we're inserting, and there's n elements to insert. So that's where we get that n log n. Worst case, which was this type of example, is going to be more of an n squared algorithm. I'm gonna stop there. So you could go try to go try to write the build and the insert. Those are quite challenging methods to write. So the insert is recursive. Build is not. It's just going to use the insert. It can just call insert, which can do the work. I would recommend really understanding what the main method is doing, how it's calling build, what is it passing to build, is it passing this whole string, is it up to me to parse characters out? So make sure you take a minute to look at main and figure that out. In the next video, I'll continue with the worksheet, talk a little bit about min and max and find, and the insert, and then just a little basics about the lab itself. So happy coding. See you in the next video.